Hello and welcome to another session of M.E.T. I do really marriage enrichment teaching. Today I want to talk about how that no one deserves to be mistreated. You're talking about being with somebody for the rest of your life. It's a lot of people try to get married as a teenager, some in their 20s and 30s, but wherever space and time, whatever time of your life you decided you want to try to get married, no one deserves to be mistreated. So that's why I try to express to people the importance of knowing who you are about to marry. A lot of people, they hide a lot of stuff about themselves. And because they hide a lot about themselves, all you basically looking at is a person on their outward appearance. But like I will keep on saying, people are more than their outward appearance. I'm reminded of something that happened to me back in the day. I had dated this guy from Nigeria, and we was at my mom's house just having a nice conversation. We're just having a nice conversation. And within this nice conversation, he's gonna pick up a piece of paper that was on the coffee table, ball it up, throw it on the floor, and tell me to pick it up. Now I told him, I don't know what they do in your country, but they don't do it here. And that right there ended basically it ended some good sex. So that's why I tell people, if you're going to just be nice to people, because sometimes your words, your actions can turn a person off. They can enjoy you in the moment for a while, but you keep on at the mouth or your actions, all that's going to turn people off. So it's best also for you to know yourself. I know that I'm not the type of person, you can't do everything to me. You can't keep treating me like dirt, treating me in a way that I don't like to be treated. And I keep telling you over and over and over and over and over again, stop this, stop this, stop that. If you keep it up, before you know it, you're going to kill everything about me. So I try to tell people, just be nice. I mean, it's just nice to be nice. I be looking at couples and they be getting married real young and they stay together for so long. And it's like, okay, what is their key? I know it's one couple that I ended up talking to. I was like, what's keeping you guys together? What's really helping you guys? And the main thing they talked about was communication. You need to talk. No matter what your differences may be, you need to talk to that person. You need to talk to them about what's going on. And then y'all need to have an understanding with one another. We're going to talk to each other. We're not going to argue about this. We're not going to fuss about this. If this is how I feel, then this is how I feel. You can't argue and fuss with me about how I feel. This is just how I feel. So I'm trying to tell people, be nice. It pays to be nice. I know a lot of people there, they're getting married with a lot of hidden agendas. And because people are getting married with a lot of hidden agendas, you need to know about these hidden agendas. You need to dig it out, or you need to pray and ask God, what would make, even though I want to be, you saying that you want to be married, but God, this person is talking to me, or I want to be with this person. What would hinder me from enjoying a complete relationship with this person? You need to know that. You can't just be going on just because of the way a person look. They are, like I said, people are more than what you are looking at. They're more than that. They're not just, good looking people. There's more to that person than what you're looking at. You need to see a person what they do when they get angry about something. If you didn't have the money that you have, how would they react with you? These are some things that you really just need to know. You need to know, can they handle stress? How do you act when you are stressed? Do you leave the house and go on a rendezvous for 3 days just to get over it, and then you come back to the house? Okay, so where you been? Then they want to get mad. Then they want to get mad at you because you ask them questions It's like, look, we're married. I should be able to know where you been. Don't tell me they ain't none of my business. Okay, I don't want to jump to conclusions. Maybe you just had to get away for a minute. But just because you got away for a minute, that don't mean that you spent time with somebody else. But it's like, don't tell me that ain't none of your business, because this is just how you work stuff out. Okay, then you're going to leave me in the dark. You're going to have me thinking about stuff and everything like that. But I just think a lot of times about how people, they get in relationships and they want to be with people based on what they look like. Man, I don't even look at that. Any man that I would be with, I don't have to look at him and do what's that lady's name? I can't remember her name right now. A John Legend's wife. Like when she saw Ibris, she said, well, dang. I mean, oh boy, look good. I saw the picture myself. Boy, look good. But it's like this. A man don't have to be all that to me. If I can just look at a man and say, nice. If I can I just need to like what I'm looking at. And I'm cool with that. Like I was just looking at this, I think about when I, being on Facebook and everything like that, I get a lot of friend requests, especially from guys. And I just be like, but I don't have on my Facebook page that I'm married or not. I don't have none of that. So I get a lot of requests, but I be looking at their pages and I be saying, okay, are they married, single? I just want to know what's up with this, because a lot of people be scamming. I had to tell a girlfriend of mine, I'm not into I'm getting off my subject, ain't I? This is all about people don't deserve to be mistreated. Now, some people, your mistreatment, you may not feel like it's a mistreatment, but someone else may feel like it's a mistreatment. But I don't believe, if you're going to spend a lot of time with somebody, if you're going to spend with someone for the rest of your life, you don't need to be with them and they're mistreating you and you don't like it. You need to, either y'all need to get some counseling or something, because if they're mistreating you and it's making you unhappy but they're still happy, maybe you need to get some counseling. Maybe you need to just try to sit down and have a conversation with them and say, look, I want to be treated better than what you're doing. Why, you want to probably even know why they want to put off doing a lot of stuff. But it's like this. People are getting together. You have a lot of people, and I will keep on stressing this. You have a lot of people in relationships. They don't care how you feel. All they care about is me, myself, and I. I don't care how you feel. I was just talking to a guy, and he just got married, but he don't. I hope he was joking. I really do, because y'all just got married, and it's like he didn't care how his wife felt about stuff, and I'm like, I think that's a little too early in the game, But I don't care who you marry, you're gonna have to take a chance with that person, but you need to let this person know, instead of just going on the impulses that a lot of people have. You need to take your time and get to know that person. Let them get to know you some. Let them know, what you like, what you don't like. And if don't just talk to me and just say, no, I don't do that. No, I don't beat on women. I don't argue and fuss. And you do, because you just trying to get married. Then a lot of times what I would usually do, and you can do this too, especially if women have children, you need to know why this person is interested in you. Because a lot of times I've seen it happen. Especially on TV, and then other people just talking about it. Sometimes, men don't want to be with women that don't have no children. And it's not because they just don't want no children around. Sometimes they want children, a woman with children, because they looking at them children. And this is an opportunity for them to get involved with the children. You see a lot of that in movies. I mean, they ought to tell you something. I even think about, I was watching, it wasn't Dateline, it was something else. While this man, he was a child molester, and he moved from one state to another state. Then he went to a church. Okay, now every church goer is not holy. You know, every church goer is not celibate. But he found this woman. She had 4 daughters. But because she was single, raising these 4 daughters by herself, when this man started talking to her, she freely welcomed him. But the sad thing about it, I think they said after she met him, they were known each other, I think 2 weeks. I think it was like 2 weeks or 2 months. She moved that man in her house. Came home one day and found him having sex with her daughter. Okay, first of all, I keep trying to tell women, y'all need to slow down with the sex stuff. So, I mean, mistreating you could be messing with your child, disrespecting you, you know. But it's like this: everybody deserves to be in a relationship. I'm sorry, I was just thinking about this post that I saw, and it says, I need to be married. You know, I can't stay happy all the time, but just in other words, they need some sadness in their life. But you know, I know they was only joking, it was only a joke, but you need to be with someone that they're not making you happy, they're sharing your happiness. Because you can be happy by yourself, enjoying your life. You just want someone to be a part of that happiness. If you think people are going to make you happy, you got another thing coming. I know a lot of people in relationships, they're not happy. They're always arguing, fussing to somebody else about how their wives are doing. I've learned that down through the years. You know, but then you look at the wives and they acting like they're the sweetest people in the world. But you already know they being low down to you. You know, but it's like this. People, I cannot express hard enough about how you need to take your time in getting married. Even if you believe that God is directing you to marry somebody, you still need to take your time. Because it's like this. God uses even the most flawed of us. Our spirits may be right, but you still got a soul man and this to deal with. And sometimes that soul man and this right here has been through a lot of stuff. And it's just like a man told me, and I believe I said this in the previous recording. It could be God's will for you two to be together. But that past, it'll hinder you from having a good relationship. Write out what you like, what you don't like. And don't be looking at I don't want to pass up this opportunity because of how good this person look. They are more than what you are looking at. I think about how a time ago I had met this guy, and he was so, to me, I don't know about anybody else, but to me, he was so beautiful. I said, wow, that is the most beautiful. I mean, he was just about everything I could say just by looking at a man that I would want. But I said to myself, since he was the first one I ever seen like that, I said I wouldn't want to be with him because I would hate to be upset with him. Because sometimes in relationships, they go soft sometimes. Sometimes people make you upset. Sometimes they get on your nerves. You got to work stuff out. But I had said to myself, I would hate to be mad at him. So some people you got to look at it like and say, I don't mind being friends with them because, everybody needs a good friend. Everybody needs a good friend. You don't always need to be in a relationship with them. Everybody needs a good friend. Someone they can talk to, work things out. But like I said, everyone deserves to be in a relationship and having a good time in their relationship. You don't need to be miserable. Like one man years ago, it was dark in the park, and you could hear this grown man crying. I said, that grown man crying over some woman. You don't want the man, but some people, they could care less. But it's like this. My whole thing is, you don't deserve to be mistreated. So I'm going to keep on pushing the fact that you need to take your time in getting married. People are more than what you are looking at. People have hidden agendas. And those hidden agendas, they will get the best of you. So always remember, you deserve better. And everybody you're looking at, believe me, they are flawed with something. It's just that you want to find the best flawed person that you can. You don't need to be mistreated.